surrounded by Roman and Riker, who have shape-shifted into a ring of dust or something. Kaz comes up with a brilliant scientific solution to escape the trap.
Wait! The shapeshifters change their form by manipulating their molecular structures. Then there has to be a way to freeze the molecules and stop the swarm. That's it! Oliver has ice powers! Oliver, use your cryoblast! Right!
That's enough of that. So, I just got done pacing and stuff. I'm about to go write my book. You guys want to look at my YouTube channel? I just posted another monologue finishing the story about the other superhero, since it was supposed to be just a giant recap over everything else. Is the reason why it's super long. The rest of them are going to be short, so I'm going to be posting those one by one. No, like, it depends. Like, I may post one all together. Actually, probably not, because that's going to take way too long, and I kind of want to make them short and, a little bit distant. So yeah, if you guys want to go check out my YouTube channel, again, my username is Crimson. My YouTube name is Crimson Thunder. You guys can go look at the first and second thing where I pretty much recap everything that's happened. There were probably some other things I probably was saying in the recording. I couldn't really hear myself because I put my Bluetooth headphones on and pretty much muffled it. For then I could record and play video games without actually hearing the recording at all. And you guys can hear me in the background playing video games and stuff like that. You hear me being very quiet because I was trying not to get that video demonetized. But yeah, I've spent over 22 minutes and 47 seconds listening to this dude complain. And by the way, this video is like 2 hours, and just like, okay, let me just talk about this for a second. I'm gonna recap this really fast. So this guy's complaining about the entirety of the episode of Mighty Men. Not Mighty Men. Oh god. The fusion of Lab Rats and Mighty Men. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is a new video or this is something I found on my YouTube feed. Either way, I thought it was being pretty interesting because I thought it was, but no, it's not. It's him, and he's morally putting all his personal feelings into the side of this and having a lot of complaints over tiny things that I didn't really care about the show. I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't either. And so I'm just going to break them down one by one, okay? One of the things is that he says, like, the fact that they say, they turn their father human instead of normal, like they say for the entire episode. I highly doubt no one cared about that. It's not like it was the breaking of the entire episode. It's just what they called people. They call them humans. That doesn't mean that the entirety of it's been a lie, and everyone calls humans like normals. There could be superheroes who call them humans, but no, the world is breaking down. Oh, the world has gone to madness. And then there's like, he does make some valid points into the video. Like how taking down their mom was like on the sidelines, and then that we don't get to see that. Yes, that's a pretty bummer thing. I agree with that one. He got one on there. He got one at least. He has another one too, where he starts talking about how we don't get to see any of the other cast members in either Lab Rats or Mighty Men. This is true. He got two. And you think he's going to hit the ball keep on. He's going to keep on hitting the ball. But no, he keeps on getting frustrated over these little tiny things. And the things he keeps on saying he cannot deal with is more because of his own personal things. It's not anything has to do with the show. Like, apparently the Mighty Men prison, I already knew this already because I watched Mighty Men, is under the hospital. And it's like, oh yeah, the secret hospital. But so they would not have the label on there. They could have. Because in any way, Mighty Men was this a hospital. It wasn't like a secret organization or a superhero symbol. Mighty Men was just a hospital, and it's even called Mighty Men Hospital. So it would make sense that the symbol would be on the front of the building, because since it's not a logo for any superheroes, it makes sense for that to be the logo of the hospital. And I kid you not, I almost had a aneurysm listening to this man complain. Because he's like in the underground prison, and this guy who, I forget his name, he's the guy who has the giant brain, like the giant head in Mighty Men. He's like, that means that he died, and I cannot accept that. I'm like, then that means that's your own personal feelings. That has nothing to do with the show. Yes, when you talk about these, you're supposed to put your own personal feelings into it. Not so much to the point you say, like, oh, this is terrible for that reason. People were watching these type of videos to see, like, oh, what was good and what was bad about the episode. So you do need to have, like, a little bit of a put yourself on the sidelines and in the front at the exact same time. All he's doing is put himself up front of the reason why he dislikes the show. I have not heard him say one thing that is like a full straight on fact the reason why people would dislike the show. And then he says, like, oh, all those, like, he showed a couple good fight scenes in the show. He's like, those are the only great shows in the thing. And I'm like, that's a lie. and so, like, yes, it's very bad, and the only thing I've ever gotten upset about, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people, is the fact they left us on a cliffhanger and never finished it. That irritated the mess out of me. I'm pretty sure it irritated a lot of people, the fact that they left us on a cliffhanger, but they don't ever plan to finish it. So, in other words, it's at a cliffhanger, and it's just going to stay there. That irritates the mess out of me. And so, I agree with a lot of people who've seen this, is just like, I don't like the show because of that. It's fair. But also, there could be other reasons. Things like saying, like, oh, why is there not all the other cast? Why does he not help them, give them the tech to find the people who destroyed Mighty Men? Why does Davenport do anything? He talks about him like he's the same person. Understand this is the same person who apparently had many rooms meant for different things that were completely useless. We even heard in the show that he had a room with mirrors that he calls the room of him. This seems like something Davenport would do. So honestly, that was straight up to character in my opinion. He is shallow, he is egotistical, and man, he does try to help people. But there's sometimes, it's just for glory sometimes by accident. Should I mention the robot principal? Should I mention it? Even when he's helping, he's kind of not. Let's be honest here. Then he's talking about the whole thing and about how she's hitting on people all the time, and then like how they have these powers and they have developed and stuff, and that's like, and he's complaining about that. I was like, really? You know, this could have been just a time skip, and I think this is what this was supposed to be. So, in other words, yeah, the show, only the things I could say that was a downfall into it was like 3 things. 1, the fact they didn't finish the show and they left it at a cliffhanger. Number 2 is the fact they didn't bring any character, like bring characters that were not used very well into the show and kept them going into the show. And number 3 is that they kind of just brought characters into the show and then them never to be seen again. Those are the only 3 things I could say that a lot of people would have problems with when it came to this. Nothing else. Everything he's saying in this video is just his own personal feelings. I'm probably going to listen like a few seconds more of this, and then after that I'm about to get off of this and go look at something else and go write my book. But yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'm actually going to watch Superheroes as I'm trying to listen to this man. And yeah, see you guys there. Crimson Thunder, out.